Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to yet another Star Wars news update. In today's video we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian Season 3, LEGO Star Wars, and you're going to want to stay till the very end because we're going to be talking about the Book of Boba Fett. So without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's dive straight into it. It's a well-known fact that actors, producers, and behind-the-scenes crew are usually the best sources of news when it comes to The Mandalorian. We've often heard Giancarlo Esposito say something he wasn't supposed to, or Carl Weathers tweeting to keep us updated along the way. Well, today, my dear friends, our update comes from stuntman and double for Din Djarin in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, Barry Lowin. An interview with him emerged from the Power of the Force convention in Germany yesterday, and a couple of things he said are worth noting. He first talked about his love for the franchise and the secrecy surrounding the show. He also discusses how well made the armor is and his experiences in the first two seasons, and then he was asked about season 3, and the first exciting thing he says is that it's coming really soon. We haven't had any confirmation or release date by Lucasfilm yet, but Barry Lowin makes it sound like it's going to be this year. The current rumours states that the show is going to be a late December release, just like the Book of Boba Fett was last year, and with the show currently in post-production, that is very likely. I really hope we get a title card and some kind of official update at Star Wars Celebration next month. Can you believe it, guys? Next month we get Celebration and, of course, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. It almost does not feel real. But getting back to this interview, Barry goes on to say that season 3 will be just as good as the first two seasons, and he's impressed. And while he could not share any details, he was asked about a very specific rumour. Last year there was a report that circulated that stated season 3 would be the final season of the show, and while we don't know for certain, this seems extremely unlikely, and it's seemingly been dispelled with various hints from crew members that there will be more seasons after the third one, and actors on the show have even said there are no intentions to stop at just 3. Well, Barry addressed this rumour and said the following: "We all heard the rumours, and the rumours change day to day, and like everyone, I hope the show goes on forever." So while he did not give any reassurance, he's pretty much saying that they're aware of these rumours, and I spoke about this topic the other day. There is absolutely no way whatsoever that Lucasfilm and Disney would stop their most successful show after 3 seasons. The Mandalorian is absolutely dominating Disney+. We're sticking with Din and Grogu for the long haul, whichever way the plot goes, and no matter how many spin-offs come of it. So those, my dear friends, are the key aspects of this interview. And I must say about Barry that this man is a gem, and his passion for what he does is really great to hear as fans. He does an excellent job, as do the other doubles like Brendan Wayne and Lateef Crowder. It's always been said that while Pedro Pascal is great and is the face and voice of Din, it's really these 3 incredible doubles who are in the suit and embody the character for most of the show. So Mando Season 3 coming soon, this is the way. And so now, my dear friends, let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is the big day. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga officially drops. Now, some lucky fans have received their copy early. That's right, yesterday and even the day before, some fans got a lucky knock on the door. I'm sure they thought to themselves, what's this? Is it junk mail? Maybe a different delivery? But no, bang, it's their copy of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. Unfortunately, I was not one of them, but I should be getting my copy tomorrow afternoon, and I will be sharing all of my thoughts, some gameplay footage with you, and doing a full review. Although I'm not going to do that tomorrow, because I do want to explore the multiple facets of the game before doing so. I'm going to do some exploring, get a good feel for all of it, and then drop a review. Now, there's going to be over 400 characters to play as, each equipped with their own abilities and unique characteristics, and unlike previous Star Wars LEGO games, this one has open world planet exploration and complete free roam across the Skywalker Saga. And I think the reason this game is so huge, apart from all of the improvements by TT Games, is the fact that there is so much attached nostalgia to it. A lot of us played the earlier LEGO Star Wars games growing up, and while we love those, this one is truly next level. Now, for me, one of the greatest inclusions of the in-universe experience in the game is that there are consequences of events from the movies as you visit the various locations. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a great example we see in the trailer is the before and after of the Battle of Takodana. The events of the movies play out naturally within the game as you go on your adventures. A few early access players that I've watched have praised the smoothness of the gameplay as your character just glides along with no clunkiness, and one thing I'm curious about, having seen the list of playable characters, are the various obscure Jedi you can play as, each of which has their own unique combat techniques and abilities. For these more obscure characters like Yaddle and Yarael Poof, I wonder how they chose these and customized them, because a lot of these characters did not have any screen time where they used their lightsabers, and since they were adamant to not just use generic moves, I guess reference guides, the comics, and visual dictionaries came in handy. Now personally, I'm going to play this game episodes 1 through 9 chronologically. I know a couple of folks have said they're going to do it in the release order of the films, so 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. But let me know in the comments how you're going to play the game and which character are you most excited to play as. I was curious, so I did a poll on my channel yesterday where I asked you if you're excited about this game. Now, there's a remarkable percentage of people not interested or just curious, so I'm going to use that and also feedback from this video and others to determine how much of the game I actually cover, because I want to be making videos that you guys actually want to see. And so finally, my dear friends, we're going to talk about the Book of Boba Fett. This story really took me by surprise, and it wasn't something I expected to read about, but it is certainly worth discussing. Luke Skywalker body double Max Lloyd Jones from The Mandalorian Season 2 had no idea he'd be replaced in the Book of Boba Fett. He knew that he was in the show as a New Republic pilot, but had no clue that Luke Skywalker was returning in the show using Graham Hamilton, merged with Mark Hamill. While speaking exclusively to Metro, Max recalled how special an experience it was to help, quote, bring Luke Skywalker to life. But he mentions that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, quote, threw him off the scent of the Jedi's comeback in the spin-off. Despite being offered the role as New Republic pilot Lieutenant Reed, Max was convinced that the creators of the series had been unable to make another appearance for the younger version of Luke, and he was even told it was too complicated and too expensive. In his own words, he said, John and Dave, they love to throw people off the scent, I think. So they did tell me we thought about bringing Luke back, and it was just too complicated, and it was just too much technology, and it was too expensive. I don't know, they said some reason why they couldn't bring him back. He does say that he loved the role of playing Lieutenant Reed, but was very confused when Luke Skywalker appeared in the show. He was not offended in the slightest and takes the whole thing very lightly. He says, quote, I think they did a really good job with it. And Max Lloyd Jones, of course, brought Luke Skywalker back in The Mandalorian Chapter 16. In the Book of Boba Fett, Luke was a lot smoother, and we still don't know if we're going to see him again in the future, maybe as I've said in the Ahsoka show. Now, it's kind of a shame that nearly 3 months after the show ended, discord surrounding the Book of Boba Fett has come to a very blunt halt in the fandom, and while it's still one of the most streamed Disney Plus shows, it's largely been forgotten about, we've moved on, and fans are anticipating the Kenobi series. Now, this could be due in part to fan reception, which was certainly mixed, and it generally did not pack the same punch that The Mandalorian did, despite having a finale that drew in greater numbers than Season 2 of Mando. Having said that, I think many folks will agree that the show deserves a second season. It really does. The show had so much potential right from the outset, and I can imagine a scenario where they learn from their mistakes from Season 1 and give us a much more consistent second season that focuses on everything that was done right in Season 1 while giving us a story that does justice to Boba. But what do you think? Do you think we should get a Season 2 of the Book of Boba Fett? And what do you make of Max Lloyd Jones' comments? Also share your thoughts down below of The Mandalorian Season 3, and are you excited or not for LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga? I hope you're all having an amazing day. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave me a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and a massive welcome if you are. And if you want more videos that you cannot find here on YouTube, then click the link down below. That will take you over to my Patreon page. I recently did a mega live stream with Sheev the Wise. We do it quite often, and we discuss all things Star Wars. There's also, of course, my Forgotten Characters series. You get access to the Discord server, and so much more. It's a lot of fun. I promise you will not regret it. But until the next one, my dear friends, may the Force be with you always. I'm Star Wars Meg. Have a good one.